Hey Dr. Bai, so there's two things I want to do in this video. I want to first show you my count and how I'm getting it. I agree with you that it is wrong. It should be that 536 or about that number. And then I want to go and show you what the encoder signal looks like, because I'll capture my count and I'll show you it on the scope, so we can see, is there glitches in it? I'm not sure what's happening. So let's first do the count. So I got my program going right here. Oh, oops, what just happened? I wanted this window. So in this window, I'm reading back 4 bytes. 4 integers. Each integer is 2 bytes long, and 1 for each encoder. And this refresh rate is 5 milliseconds, but you can go up to 175 hertz. So if I press this button here, I can clear this, and I'll get to 0. Okay, so what I'm doing is that I have a little piece of solder here, just to give me a reference. And then, yeah, I need 2 hands. I'm going to put you up here. Okay, let's see if you can see. Oh, you can see pretty good. So I'm going to hold this down. The shadow is right at my Sharpie mark. I'm going to do 1 rotation. So when I do that, I get 427, which is wrong. But I do want to show you that I'm not seeing any bouncing or any glitches on here. So let's go and do this again. 1 second, we get set up. Single shot. Okay. This time I'm going to spin it a little bit faster. I'm going to reset my count as well, just to get it all in my memory on the scope. So the ball is in the same spot now. Okay, let's reset on here. Oh. Okay, so I'm all zeroed out. Let's do a quick, oh shit. Okay, let me do one more time. That was a bad one. Reset. Okay. So that wasn't a great motion, but here's what it came out to. I paused a couple of times, it looks like. But if we look here, it's going from state 1 to state, it's going from one state to the next. I can zoom in a little bit more. I'm just going to jog through the entire memory, and it's all looking good to me. Still looking good. Still looking good. Okay, this is pretty long. Still nothing bad. Okay, I'm about halfway through the sample. Let you zoom in. Still not seeing anything. This is where I pause. I'm gonna zoom out here. And then I get going again. You can see it, all of these samples are, they're good. So, nope, lost it. There's a few things I want to try right now. This is on interrupts. Maybe I'll. This code is also generating 9 PWM signals, so I'm going to disable that this weekend and then rerun it, because previously I was getting about 525. So maybe doing the PWM is making this is too much for this right now. And if I reset this processor, when this comes up again, now you can see this yellow light here that's blinking, and so is basically every other pin on here except these 8 pins which are being used for the encoder. So maybe disabling the PWM on this chip will help get this count better. But like I've been saying, I've been looking through these signals and I'm not seeing any debouncing. And I don't think that should happen at all because we're using optical encoders. Anyway, I agree with you that this number here, 414, that's wrong. So let me just show you that again. And then, maybe disabling the PWM is going to help us out. Okay, and I got 411. So it's skipping about one in every 5. And oh, the last thing I wanted to do is show you it with the battery. Excuse my camera. Okay, looks like we got this going backwards right now. Shouldn't make a difference. Something's going on here. Auto run. So we just zoom in. You can see there's the signal is very clean. And since we're looking at logic levels here, for an error to occur, we would need to go below the 50% point. So it would have to go completely down and completely up, basically. I'm not sure how you've been looking at the signal, if you've been using an oscilloscope or whatnot, but I'm not seeing what you've been seeing. Anyway, you can see that my count's still going here, and that it's still probably wrong, but anyway, I'll keep on investigating. I'll try to get my I'll try to get my count right, and maybe it's better if I count 4 times per signal here. So like right now I'm only checking if it goes from this 0 state to the 0 state, something like that. I can do a more complicated state check, so maybe that's what I need to do, and maybe I need to stop using interrupts and just pull it as fast as I can, which should be okay. There should be no problem for me. The only thing about polling is that when you do an I2C request, it might not catch that. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe requesting the I2C data this quickly at every how fast is causing this to go blank. I don't know. Okay, this is already 10 minutes long. Good night.